major cosmic reset, a major shift coming off the summer solstice, coming into the Capricorn full moon. Now, if you're watching this beyond the solstice and the Capricorn full moon, it's still meant for you. If you came here, this message is meant for you. So stick with me because it is loaded and packed with information. This download that I got last night was just so powerful. What's happening right now on Earth, the shift and the reset is so profound. And if we capture this energy and work with this energy, we will find ourselves embodying our higher selves and living out our soul's highest purpose and intention. When we think about this energy, we have to be able to look at it from the higher mind. And I know a lot of you think, okay, the higher mind, where is that? Is it somewhere up here? But the higher mind isn't. The higher mind is in the heart center. And really becoming familiar with your higher mind in that heart region is what is so important at this time. And the reason that is because the higher mind, the heart center, does a couple of things. Number one, it holds the memory of the soul. It holds the memory of your past lifetimes, of your parallel lifetimes. And if you don't believe in that, that's okay. Just think of it as your connector to other people, the people that you are here to co-create with. And if that heart center isn't thriving, then you're going to attract people that aren't here to help you on your prosperity path. Okay, and we're going to talk about prosperity in 1 minute, so bear with me. This message is loaded and packed. So the other thing that the heart center is responsible for is really pushing that aura out, right? Your aura is that electromagnetic field, and even though it is built by all of the chakras, the heart chakra is really the one that pushes it out. And if you don't already know about the aura effect, when I'm finished with this live stream, I'm going to link it in the description of the video below, because I think that's the most important thing for you to realize at this time, how powerful the aura is. It is an electromagnetic field that surrounds the physical body that attracts and repels certain things to and from you. So when you start to work with your aura, you start to build it, you become more available for the potential and possibility that you need to manifest or create prosperity. Now, when you think about prosperity, you can think about it any way you want. You can think about prosperity as in money, as in wealth. You can think about prosperity as in prospering in your relationships. You can think about prosperity as just being the essence of prosperity so that you can be magnetic to the people that you need to co-create with. And if you're worried about the way I look right now, like I am, please stop, because I'm going to get my hair done. And I just finished with the gym a little while ago, so forgive. But in the meantime, this heart center, this heart chakra, is so incredibly important because it does push that aura out, and it allows you to interact with the frequencies that you need to manifest what you define as prosperity. Now, I am filming this again on the Capricorn full moon, but please disregard it if you're watching it at another time, because the message was meant for you if you're here and you're listening. This Capricorn energy is really important because it is the master builder, okay? It is the master builder energy. And if you are one of those people who are like, well, you know, astrology is a little too woo for me, just think of everything like astrology, the tarot, even psychology. It's all archetypal energy, right? So the archetypal energy just gives us a framework to work within. And the reason I love this Capricorn full moon is twofold. Number one is that it's illuminating all of the archetypal energy of Capricorn, which is the persistence, the tenacity, sometimes the obstinance, but it's that really that master builder, I'm going to create it energy. So when you're thinking about what you're going to create or manifest, think about this Capricorn energy that says, okay, two messages here. Ready? The first is, where are you being too tenacious, too steadfast, and too obstinate? Meaning, what are you holding on to that's preventing you from advancing toward what you're trying to manifest? The other part it's illuminating is what you need to become more tenacious about, what you need to become more steadfast about, and potentially even a little more obstinate about how important it is to carry forward on a heart-centered path that is going to get you to what you want to create, as in prosperity. It really is, to me, this is the energy of money. But again, prosperity, that can be whatever you want it to be. The only part of this, okay, the most important part of this, I should say, is that it is about self-worth. Okay, Capricorn does not second guess itself. It doesn't second guess itself. It is root chakra energy. It is I am, right? It is your I am presence. It is I am wealthy. I am in a loving relationship. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am lovable. I am all the things that help me to get to where I want to go, to get to what I want to manifest. So that is really, really important. Now, there is a video on the channel that talks about self-worth, which is an old one, but it's still a good one. We'll talk about it right now in two ways. Number one, we're going to talk about the formula for self-worth. And then number two, we're going to talk about the permission pathway. So if you didn't see my post on TikTok yesterday, I would love for you to go see that, but otherwise I'll talk to you about it here. And then we are going to talk about this card if I have it. If I don't have it, we won't talk about it. But self-worth is largely a function of self-love plus self-appreciation, right? So learning to love who you are is very important, because you are a unique, authentic creator, and you are an integral part of our reality. It is so important that you understand and learn that you are just as important as any other person that's in the limelight, that's in politics, that's on the big screen. You are equally as important. We all carry the same weight here, okay? So that is largely self-love, and self-appreciation is largely about appreciating your most valuable asset, which is you. So when you think about appreciating your most valuable asset, that's largely about self-development. It's about healing. It's about personal empowerment. And when you combine the truth that you are an integral component of this reality, just as important as any other major figure that you see, and you are appreciating your most valuable asset, which is you, your self-worth explodes. Okay, so that's really, really important. And I hate the way this video is being filmed, because I don't think I'm looking toward the light, but also it is so hot where I am. As you can see, my face is melting off, so forgive. But the other reason that you're so worthy is because you are a creator, right? You come from one divine source, which is the creator. And you can call that the universe, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it the Big Bang, the Big Breath. I don't care what you call it, as long as you realize that you were born with its powers, which are creation or manifestation. Now, we're doing a manifestation boot camp. I'll link it in the description of the video below. Depending on when you're watching this video, it's either already published or it's forthcoming in July. So if you want to register for that, I will make manifesting clearer than a freaking bell for you. As you know, I am so sort of like fed up with the law of attraction community, because they have butchered the concept of manifestation, when the truth is we are manifesting every day, all the time. We are creating every day, all the time. But if we're not creating what we want to create, and if we're not creating prosperity, then there's something wrong. There's something wrong, right? There's something wrong. There's some block in the energy body. There's some junk in the auric field. There's wounded beliefs. There's actually quite a few things that could be going wrong if you're not manifesting prosperity. And again, you define prosperity for you, okay? So when you think about yourself as an integral part, basically a God with a little g, right? You're not the God or the source, but you are sort of God with a little g, right? You have all of its powers. You are a direct and divine extension of that source. And when you remember that, and you remember who you really are, you're going to find that you have its powers. You do. You have the powers of creation, and you can create whatever you want. You can create absolutely anything you want. Now, let's quickly talk about the permission pathway, because I think sometimes we just don't give ourselves permission to experience what we want to experience. Forgive me, I'm just looking for this card because I thought it was really, shoot, maybe I don't have it. The permission pathway. Let's do this exercise really quick. Stick with me, okay? I want you to imagine exactly what you want to manifest, okay? Whatever prosperity means to you. What does prosperity mean to you? It could be a prosperous relationship. It could be a boatload of money. It could be anything. It doesn't matter. Prosperity could mean just being the essence of prosperity and magnetic to what you desire, okay? That could be prosperity for you. Fine, okay? Now I want you to imagine that someone has what you want in their hands. And I always say, don't worry about how big it is. Like if it's $1 gazillion, just shrink it down to be able to put it in someone's hand. And the person that has what you desire, okay, has what you want in their hands, okay? And they come toward you and they're going to hand it to you. They're just going to hand it to you. They're just going to give it to you, okay? And once it's in your hands, I want you to think about, how do I feel? How do I feel now that whatever I wanted to create, whatever I wanted to manifest, whatever I wanted to allow into my life, okay? How do I feel right now? Is it exciting? Is it exhilarating? Maybe you're a little nervous, because like I said yesterday, it could be like the most beautiful person you've ever seen, which is not me right now. I'll come back after my hair be did in a couple hours and I've showered. But I really felt this message was important to get out right now, which is why I'm compromising this, because you know me, I do care about the way I look. I do have an ego. So once you are handed this thing, how do you feel, okay? And I want you to sit with that feeling for a couple minutes, and then I want you to repeat aloud. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. And after you repeat that 3 times, I want you to go and I want you to write down 10 reasons why you deserve that thing. I want you to write down why you deserve what you are creating, what you are manifesting in your life. And it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be even a thing. It could just be more peace, love, and joy. That's okay too. Okay? Now, I was this morning pulling some cards, and this is the one that really resonated the most. The 8 of Swords. This is largely about finding freedom, right? It's finding freedom by accessing the higher mind and getting out of the lower mind, getting out of the lower egoic mental faculty, okay? Getting out and getting into your heart. And this quote, I read this quote the other day and it just blew my mind. It said, your mind is like a parachute. If it's not open, it doesn't work. So I'll leave you with that. I'll leave you with that thought that your mind is a parachute, and if it's not open, it doesn't work. And I would say the same thing for the heart center. Your mind, your higher mind, is a parachute, and if your heart isn't open, it's not going to work. Okay? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.